In our starting point photography segment, we have been talking about this now for several months. September is the official launch of this. So let's pretend like you guys have never heard about it before, and let me explain it to you again. In March of 2019, March 23rd to 30th, Melissa and I hope to be in Lisbon, Portugal, a spectacularly beautiful, wonderful city. We are going to, or I, Melissa will be my lovely assistant, are going to be teaching beginner digital photography in Lisbon, Portugal. And what that means is that you're going to go on the vacation you're already going to go on. You're already going to go on this vacation. You're already going to be wanting to go on vacation in March of next year. So why not go to a place that's beautiful, historical, is really interesting culturally, world history. The Portuguese affected world history from Lisbon. So there's a whole bunch of really interesting aspects to Lisbon. They have a fascinating culture. They have great food. It's a beautiful visual city. Amazing street arts. Amazing things called miradors, which are sightseeing locations, spots around the city. It is the oldest national capital in all of Europe. What about Rome? I hear people say. Lisbon is older than Rome. People lived in the Lisbon area longer than they lived in Rome, which is mind-blowing to me. They had an amazing, massive earthquake in 1755 that leveled the city. And that earthquake literally changed world history because the Portuguese were out exploring the world in the 17th century, but that earthquake stopped them cold. And they stopped being explorers, and that's when the Portuguese pretty much stopped being those world explorers that we knew them as in the early 17th century. There's all kinds of really interesting things about Lisbon. So you're going to go and learn and enjoy this beautiful city. But in the mornings, you're going to be hanging out with me and Melissa, learning about photography, learning how to take better pictures, no matter what camera you have. This is not a class specifically for, or a workshop specifically for DSLR users or specifically for iPhone users. It's for anybody who likes taking pictures, likes creating images. What we'll teach you is the tricks and tips and techniques of composition, black and white, landscape, street photography, and you'll get a sense of how to do those things with your camera. And the knowledge you'll gain in that week then takes you to wherever else you go photographically. When you're at home taking pictures of your kids, or your next vacation, or the next time you go to the park, or the next time you go and watch a kid's soccer game, you'll have learned and you'll remember, hopefully, the things that we taught you in that week. So, because I'm not a travel agent, I didn't get into the whole trying to arrange airfare for everybody because in theory everyone's going to be flying in from different places. For Melissa and I here in Vancouver, it's going to cost a small fortune, about $1,400. But for folks who live on the east coast of the United States or live in Toronto in Canada, it's going to be a lot cheaper. If you live in Europe, if you're one of our British or Norwegian or Danish or German listeners, we've got quite a few of those, it's significantly cheaper for you folks. The class will cost you $500 for the week, which I have since discovered, my wife has told me, is ridiculously inexpensive. Like, stupidly inexpensive. I was thinking about it after she told me that, and this is a class that actually should charge about $1,500. That's what it should be. It's not. It's $500. Early bird special, if you sign up before October 31st, you get $100 off per person. So if one of you sign up, you save $100. Two, you save $200. We found a wonderful hotel in the downtown area of Lisbon. It's really, really lovely. It's called, and I'm going to say this name wrong, Tesoro de Baxa. I know I've said that wrong, and my apologies to the folks, the lovely people at the Tesoro de Baxa Hotel. I'll show you guys the link to the hotel. They are, I'm going to block my wife's beautiful face with this. The Tesoro de Baxa Hotel is in downtown. What was that?
Oh, I was just trying to pronounce that. Baisha.
Yeah, I can't say it right. Has got one of the, you've heard me talk before, but the oddness of the way Europeans do hotel rooms. So there's standard double rooms, junior suite, superior double rooms, deluxe suite. If you look at the pictures on the website, it looks like the only way to describe it is it's charming. It's a very charming looking guest house.
It's a mixture of modern and old.
There's some really cool, funky touches to it. I love the lamps on the ceiling in this is the lobby area, and they've got I have lamps on the ceiling. I think it's really cool.
Oh, I love that idea.
I think it's kind of a cool idea. So what they've done, what the hotel has kindly done, is they are offering us. You pick your room. And you pick the non-refundable rate. Don't worry. It says non-refundable, but it's in fact refundable. You pick the non-refundable rate, and it's they'll charge you 20% of their room charge right then and there. But you have up till 30 days before arrival to cancel. So you get the great non-refundable rate, but we do get free cancellation from the hotel, which is a really big deal because trying to find hotels in the area that offered free cancellation at a decent rate was literally impossible. And it was really annoying in that because they had these non-refundable rates, and non-refundable rates would be like $100. But then the free cancellation rate was $125 a night. And I could not justify spending an extra $25 a night simply for the free cancellation. And it was driving me nuts. I probably looked at 50 different hotels. I guarantee I sent out at least 25 emails to hotels. And Tesoro de Boxa was the only hotel that was willing to give us the non-refundable rate with the free cancellation. So I got to say big props to them. Yeah, MacMan says at the refundable rate, you can cancel up till 24 hours, but it's a lot more. Yeah, it's a lot more. $25 a night, $20 a night. So that just, I couldn't ask people to do that because it's 6 months away. No, so October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It's 7 months away. Seven months away. So there's no way I could ask folks to make non-refundable reservations that far in advance. But so it's 20% down, and you can cancel up to 30 days before the event. Then you have to pay the full price by 7 days before the event. I think that's fair. I have no problem with that. It gave me the idea to do something similar for you guys. Rather than dropping $400 before October 31st, what we're going to do is you give me a $100 deposit, non-refundable, and we will hold your place in the group. This, by the way, there's a maximum of 15 people who are going to be allowed to come on this trip. I'm shooting for 10. 15 would be the absolute max. So I realize asking folks to drop $400 6 months before the event might be a little too much. I might not be able to get that, especially before Christmas and that kind of stuff. So what we're offering now is a $100 deposit, non-refundable deposit, that you give to me up until November 30th? No.
Did we decide November 30th?
I think it was December 31st, the new year.
The new year.
Because then the new year, it'll be 3 months before the actual event.
Right.
So $100 deposit up until the new year, January 1st, 2019. And that way that'll hold your place. So I think that works. I hope that works for you guys. I hope that's a good deal. I hope you guys see the value in doing it that way, or the fact that we're trying to help you guys out in making these arrangements a whole lot easier for you. Because I really think this is going to be I take that back. I know this is going to be a lot of fun. I've already got dozens of places picked out that you can go on your own or that we'll be going. We're going to be taking, Melissa hates this, but we're going to be taking a Segway tour of Lisbon. We're also going to spend the Wednesday in the spectacular, beautiful Sintra, which is an hour outside of Lisbon proper. Sintra has got the Pena Palace, a beautiful fairy tale castle up on a hill that we're going to go visit. We're also going to go visit Cabo de Roca, which is the westernmost tip of the continent of Asia, Europe. And we're going to get a sunset shoot off the westernmost tip of Europe, facing North America, which is just, I think, the coolest thing in the world. I don't know why that really jazzes me up, the thought of doing a sunset overlooking the Atlantic Ocean towards the west, towards North America. So I think this is a good deal. I know you guys are going to have fun. I know you're going to enjoy Lisbon itself. I know you're going to enjoy hanging out with Melissa and I. I found a Safado restaurant.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very funky looking.
Very funky looking little restaurant. Probably do that on like a Thursday night.
Well, you have to do it.
We got to do.
You're
Fado.
only going to do it once.
No. That's right.
You have to do it.
No offense to any Portuguese who are listening, but anything we've seen about Fado is just like, you guys seem like a really vibrant people, like the Brazilians, Portuguese Brazilians, they're loving life. But your music, this Fado music, is so melancholy.
It is very.
I'm fascinated by it. But the pictures of this restaurant, the food looked great, so I think we're going to have a...
So MacMan was saying that's not bad either. I think he means about the $100 deposit. But he says, I assume that's only if you're paying the full price.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, the $100 deposit is for those folks who are paying the $500 fee. You don't get early bird discount and $100 non-refundable deposit. That'd just be stupid on my part. No offense, but that's just throwing money away. It's bad enough. Apparently, I'm throwing money away already. MacMan says, I have no desire to ever ride a Segway, but I'd go just to watch Sean try to ride one. You know what? I've ridden a Segway several times and done very, very well. I'll have you know. I've ridden Segways in San Antonio. I've ridden a Segway around the Alamo. I've ridden Segways in New York, in Paris, in London, in Rome. Where else have I ridden a Segway? That was it. And I had a blast.
I'm going to stand with MacMan.
No, you're not.
Watch it. Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You are going to be riding the Segway with me. You said you would. You promised me you would.
Bring Band-Aids. Yeah.
No, you don't fall off Segways. If Segways were dangerous, they wouldn't let tour companies put tourists on them.
I like walking. I love walking. But anyways, fine. I'm getting
We are going to have 7 days in Lisbon walking all over the place. I think having my cute little wife, a little helmet on a Segway is going to be the cutest thing in the world. Okay, how about this? If you don't want to do the Segway, would you do this instead?
Scooters?
We could do scooters. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, we if you wanted to, we could do scooters.
Scooters would be cool.
I
would like that.
If it's cool, then we can't do it.
Well, no, scooters aren't cool. I shouldn't say that.
How
that would
about
be super dorky.
This? These are called go-cars. They're little tiny itty bitty. They're basically side by side scooters, and you would look just as dorky on them. You're going to look dorky on these things regardless. There's no way around it. You're going to look like a dork.
What is it with you and dorkiness?
I don't know.
The guy that has the FJR and wants to ride a Ferrari, you're into this dorky thing.
Well, the thing is, you look cute being a dork. I've got.
It's a skateboard, says Monica.
Exactly.
And MacMan's, he's calling you a big doofus son. He's saying I'm going to get my ass kicked when I get there.
How about this? How about hippo tours?
What's that?
A hippo tour? Look at this. It's a hippo bus.
Oh, well, I like that because I love the water.
In North America, I think they're called ducky boats.
I've never seen one of those.
Where it's an amphibious an amphibious tour bus.
Right.
They're called duck boats. I think in North
okay.
duck boats. But here it's called a hippo trip. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Oh, come on, everyone, let's go on the duck boat.
And it's 25 euros, but.
And how long does it go for?
90
Help
minutes.
me get out of the Segway,
90
everybody.
minutes of pure entertainment, it says.
That would be too fun.
It's deeply silly.
Yeah, and then you can take pictures from a different perspective.
Yeah, oh
'cause
yeah,
you're on
absolutely.
the river.
Yeah, that's
That
definitely.
would be nice. And the Segway, you got to get off. You're not going to go along taking pictures on your Segway.
Why not? I've done it.
I'm not.
Um,
Oh, are they really loud? Oh, loud. That's interesting.
well, you know what? We'll find some YouTube video and see.
Okay.
See if it's allowed. The point is, there's lots of fun, interesting, cool stuff to do. There's some if you've been watching the video of the show, all the pictures that have been scrolling by are pictures of Lisbon and or of the Tesoro de Boxa Hotel. It is a spectacularly beautiful city.
It is beautiful.
I did not know anything about Lisbon before I started on this journey 4 years ago, hopefully coming to fruition now. But the more I read about it, the more I see about it, the more I fall in love with it without ever being there.
Well, and I am loving following the sites on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that
Yeah,
because, some of the shots are beautiful and it's so colorful and vibrant. It's just beautiful.
If you're an Instagram user, send me an email and I'll send you some of the Instagram accounts that I've been following to get some of these pictures. Or you can just do a hashtag Lisboa and you'll get some amazing Lisbon shots. Dave D says, 10:30 a.m. in Sydney is 5:30 p.m. in Vancouver. Previous day, of course.
That's not so bad.
I want to know what time it is Wednesday in Sydney. Wednesday evening at 5:30 in Sydney. What time is that going to be here in North America? That's what I'm curious about.
Well, why don't you ask Siri what time it is in Sydney.
Siri's just going to piss me off with the answer. No,
Why?
I don't want to know what time it is now in Sydney.
You want to know.
Exactly. So how would I ask Siri that question? Hey Siri,
if I'm in Sydney, Australia now.
No. Wednesday at 5:30.
If I'm in Sydney, Australia, Wednesday at 5:30, what
I
time?
guarantee you it's not going to work. Hey Siri,
Math is hard.
if I'm in Sydney, Australia at Wednesday at 5:30 p.m., what time is it in
Okay, I found this on the web for if I am in
What's she
Sydney,
saying?
Australia.
Nothing.
Take
She
a
all
look.
confused already?
Hey Siri, if I'm in Sydney, Australia, that's when she stops.
Well, that's it. You don't have to go
So
anywhere
I
else.
don't go anywhere
Sean.
else. Yeah.
I know. Monty's saying math is hard.
It
And
is!
but I just can't think it. If I sit down and I go through it in my head, but I can't while I'm on this.
You guys have completely derailed my Lisbon stuff.
Oh, I thought you mentioned. Oh, yeah, Dave just kind of went off on. I guess it's a delayed reaction. Yes, it's very beautiful in Lisbon.
The other aspect of it that we were planning on doing is, so we'll meet up each evening we'll meet up and do a little bit of a class. Next morning we meet for breakfast, and then we go off to do whatever we're going to do. At the end of it, we're going to do a little photo critique. And then after that, we're going to put together a book of our shots. And we're all going to get like a commemorative book of our images. So you'll send me your best 5 or 6 images, and we'll have them put together in a commemorative book that will all get sent out to us, which I think is kind of cool. Shutterfly or Parable Press or some company will help us create that book. Speaking of which, we've also got prizes to give away starting the end of this month. The nice folks at Lonely Planet are giving away a tour guide book, a guide book for any city that you'd like. It doesn't have to be for Lisbon if you're not going and you win. You'll get an opportunity to win one of their guidebooks. We're also going to be getting stuff from one of our Secret Santas sent me an email yesterday that said that, do I want to give away something that Apple announces today? And I'm like, yeah, of course, not knowing what Apple was going to announce. So the Secret Santa said they'll send me an email today or tomorrow. And so apparently we're going to give something away. I can't imagine it's going to be something from today because it's awfully expensive.
It's probably the clicker.
Tim Cook
The
Clicker.
clicker.
We've also got the folks at MacPaw, makers of Clean My Mac 10, have said they're going to give us some codes to give away. But until I think I have too many scruples.
You do have a lot of scruples.
So there's this company, MacPaw, who I know. I've used their products in the past, Set app and a bunch of other stuff. They're based out of the Ukraine. They're nice guys. They're nice men and women. I was a beta tester for Clean My Mac for a while, and I used it and I liked the app. I like the way the app looks. Now it's an official released app. Julie, their PR person, sent me an email and said, "Hey, you want some codes to give away?" I said, "Sure, send me some codes." So she sent me 5 codes to give away. But I'm not going to give away the codes until I've tested the app and I know the app works. And I know I like the app. I should just give out the codes.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter, but
You don't like to, it's your scruples.
if I didn't like the app, I'd feel bad about giving away the codes. Hey, here's the code to a crappy app, you know?
Yeah. No, I get it.
So during this week, I'm going to run some tests with Clean. I've already run a few tests on it, and it's worked amazingly well. There's a couple of glitches that I've noticed that I'm going to have to ask the Clean My Mac or MacPaw folks about. But otherwise, on next week's show, we'll give away some copies of Clean My Mac. And as this thing gets ramped up and gets rolling along, I'm going to have hopefully more companies who are going to be giving prizes away that we'll be able to give away over the next 7-month period of time. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, you can always go to the website, startingpointphotography.com, and you'll get some more details there. Or I'm always happy to answer any questions you might have about this. You can send me emails to onair@yourmaclifeshow.com. You can send me emails to Sean@yourmaclifeshow.com. We can find out. I'll try to answer any questions you might have. MacMan says, not bad, €75 a night. What does he mean? I think he's talking about.
He's looking at the hotel.
Oh, it's not. We get very good prices.
It's pretty good for what it is.
The only concern I have, and there's nothing we can do about this, is I like a great big bed. Just even if I wasn't a great big guy, I like a great big bed. And I don't know when Europeans say, "Oh, it's a double bed." I don't know if double bed means it's a queen size bed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do Europeans think queen size means double? Because they have twin rooms and they have double twin rooms. I'm just going to get a suite and say the hell with it. I think just get the suite and say the hell with it. Dave D says it includes breakfast too. It does. It includes a buffet style breakfast. If you see pictures on the website, the breakfast looks pretty good. You got a big, beautiful room to have breakfast in, and they have at least the pictures that I saw. Again, this is gonna be a time of year thing. They had a lot of fresh fruit. They had a lot of baked goods, the typical stuff that you'd see in this kind of.
There's lots
hotel.
of things you can look up to find out the exact sizes of the beds in Europe. On Google.
Monty says in the U.S. a double is not the same as a queen. Yes, in the U.S., Monty. We won't be in the U.S., so I'm gonna find that out.
It's already on Google. You can look it up. And so, did you want to know if it was 5:30 on Wednesday in Sydney, Australia,
Yes.
and you're doing your show? It's 3 a.m. here. It would be 3 a.m.
These guys are going to be so pissed getting up that early.
if they want.
Monty will still be up because he has insomnia. So it'll just be me, you, and Monty.
Okay. Oh, I'm not. Oh, no, I'll be there. Oh no, I might be working, but I'll try.
Okay, so we can't do it 5:30 on Wednesday. I just feel bad with not doing it at 5:30 on Wednesdays. Because it's always been 5:30 on Wednesdays.
Then you do it to make it 5:30 on Wednesdays for all your listeners.
But don't be 5:30 on Wednesday where I am.
No, you have to do it for your listeners.
Jeez, that's hard. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that.